All right, Shalom. All
Shalom.
right, we're the brothers out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. We want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to our icon that pushing out this truth and sincerity. All right, coming at y'all with a quick lesson. All right, and this is going to be along the lines of staying motivated. All right, that's key in these last days is that we have to basically motivate ourselves, because lack of motivation will just basically cause you to be depressed and beat down. And, through the Spirit, me and this brother actually did a lesson on depression. Yeah, being depressed. And, one way to beat that depression is through motivation. Okay. And we're not talking about motivation as far as carnal goals, which of course that's okay. You can have carnal goals that you're motivated about, but being motivated in the spirit, okay? The Lord has given us all kind of signs and disasters, and different instruments of judgment for us to stay motivated in this thing, for us to not get weak, and for us to realize that this thing is closer and closer and it's heating up.
Okay.
All right, so we'll get that and we'll start with that and Habakkuk.
Okay. It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse, let's start at verse 1.
Okay, that's cool.
It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it.
Mm-hmm.
For the
Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, okay? Meaning, basically, write down these prophecies, okay? The Lord is telling him to write these visions that I'm giving to you, okay? And make it plain so that whoever reads it, they're gonna run and tell. It said, I will stand upon my watch. All right, so the men are constantly watching, and like I said, the Lord has given us situations to watch for, and that's how we stay motivated. Staying motivated in these prophecies. This is the year of prophecy. All right, keep going.
Verse 3 says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Mm-hmm.
Though it tarry, wait for it.
Though it tarry, wait for it. All right, and through the Spirit, that's what I kind of want to focus on is that right there. Though it tarry, wait for it. All right, you can get that definition of tarry.
The word tarry on an online etymology says to delay, retard.
Mm-hmm.
Means to be slow, really.
Yeah, yep.
Or it says to delay, to linger.
Yeah, so though this thing is lingering, though this thing is delaying, right? Wait for it.
Yeah.
You got something else?
It says, going into the Old English, it says to vex, irritate, exasperate, provoke.
Mm-hmm.
So even though, like it's delaying us, it's also provoking us.
And vexing us.
To do more, to push more.
Yep. Yeah, though these things happen, though it tarry, though these things, are vexing to us, the more just being in this kingdom, the longer we wait in this kingdom, right? It says wait for it, okay? What does that mean, wait for it? Be motivated, man. Keep that motivation, keep that fire, man. We have to constantly pray that the Lord keeps the spirit on us and that we keep this thing pushing, man, and don't get weak. Because if lack of motivation, that's depression.
Don't be idle.
Yeah, exactly. Lack of motivation is being idle, man. Got your hands in your pocket, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it says wait for it, but it doesn't say wait there and do nothing.
Yeah.
Even though it's a delay, somewhat of a delay. You're still supposed to work toward that ultimate goal, but the work doesn't mean to be stagnant and idle.
Mm-hmm.
It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Okay, and scriptures tell you to occupy till I come.
Mm-hmm.
All right, be diligent. YAHAWASHI said, blessed is he who was found, basically working when he shall come. All right, and then just because it's delaying itself or it's tearing a bit doesn't mean not to be motivated. You got to find a way to constantly motivate yourself. The Lord gives us all types of things to speak on, articles, weather, prophecies, natural disasters, things happening in the news. So it's always something to keep you motivated in this truth, man.
That's right. You got anything else? I'm looking for something if you want to bring out something else.
Since I brought out that scripture, this is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9. It says the Lord is not slack concerning his promise.
Good one.
Hey, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, man. So when the Lord say that these things are gonna come, that the end is coming, it's gonna be here, all right. But it may delay a bit, all right. But that's why the Lord told us to be diligent.
Yeah, because the Lord isn't gonna come on your time.
Yep.
The Lord is not gonna come when you want him to come, man. And the scriptures say he's gonna come as a thief in the night. The Lord isn't gonna come when the Lord isn't gonna delay this thing for you, man. Lord, can you give me a couple months?
Yeah, let me do this first in the world.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. The Lord is gonna, though it tarry, wait for it. Meaning, have your eye open, man. Watch for that day. All right, was there more on that?
Yep. It says, the Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but it's long suffering. You see, we're supposed to be, willing to really wait. Really, we're supposed to wait for it, but not to be idle, if you can understand it. It says, but it's long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. It says, I'm just gonna keep reading because it's gonna go into into the ultimate motivation, which is the kingdom. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. That's why you're supposed to be constantly working and not being not motivated.
Yeah. Matter of fact, keep going.
It says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High?
Woo, go on. Yep, looking forward to this thing, man. Because ultimately we have something to look forward to. Okay, when you have a goal and purpose, you look at these different successful billionaires and rich people. All right, they are headstrong on their goal. All right, and they're not gonna let anything get in the way. So we have to be that same way because we see what's in store. Okay, the kingdom of heaven is in store. All right, so that should be when you know that the reward is so great, that's your motivation. Deliverance. Yep. That's your motivation, man. And if that doesn't motivate you, then that's a problem.
Yeah, you want to be destroyed, man. You like this kingdom. It says, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the earth and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's the motivation that the brother's talking about.
Beautiful. We're looking for a new heavens and a new earth, man. We're not settled here. We're not casting all our marbles in this kingdom, man. We're laying up our treasures in the heavens, as the scriptures say, right? So that's a part of being motivated. If you're motivated, you're gonna lay your treasures up in the heavens, man. You know, in the kingdom. You're gonna build up your spiritual bank account. You know, constantly working, constantly doing things, man. You know, and if you're not, signs of someone that's not motivated is pointing the finger at someone else.
Yeah.
That's a clear sign of you not being motivated and just being stagnant. Which I'm gonna get that definition if I can get a signal in a second. Yeah, look that up though for sure. Signal is through.
Yep.
Because this thing is not about, like the brother mentioned a second ago, this thing is not about standing still, man. You know, this thing is not about just, you know, sitting back and, well, I know the Lord's going to come, so I'll just wait on him. I'm not, you know, scripture say, matter of fact, I got something too. You got it? Oh, it's through. Kind of, we'll keep going. Lord willing, we'll get a signal in a second.
Okay. Give it a second.
Yeah, bear with us one moment. You got it? Oh, it's bringing to another one. Go to stagnate. Yep, get that.
It says to standing water, pond or swamp.
Yep, standing water. It's still.
Yep.
All right. Hey, the scriptures is known as what? Living waters.
Yeah.
Are living waters stagnant? Are living waters just standing still? Hey, still water is where bacteria and mold or that's where bacteria gets in the water and the water becomes unclean.
Yep, I was getting ready to say that too.
You know,
like a water that's moving, constantly moving. That's clean water. You know, it's not. You know, obviously, Esau polluted the water here, but you know, back in the days, ancient times, roaring waters and moving waters, that was considered clean waters.
Yep.
Because it's purified, because it's constantly moving. But when it's stagnant and it's still, you become corrupt.
Yeah. And you know, signs of lack of motivation is being stagnant. Signs of no motivation is staying in your room all day. Signs of no motivation is not wanting to link up with brothers. Signs of no motivation is you know, just that whole isolated spirit and you know, just being bitter, man. Just, you know, and like a brother said, the brother Tazwam said earlier in the group text, he said, what do you say? You know, this thing is not about being bitter at the so-called white man or being bitter towards the so-called black woman, man. You know,
being a negative grouch.
Yeah, exactly. Thwada. Being a negative grouch, man. You know, that's signs of lack of motivation. Because if you're constantly motivated, you're gonna be focused on the goal, man. You're not gonna let the black woman get under your skin all the goddamn time. You know, the black woman, and the so-called white man. That's all you got to speak on. That's all you got to worry about throughout your day, because you're not motivated. You're basically letting the black woman and Esau defeat you. If that's the case, they've defeated you.
Yep.
Got anything else?
I'm holding that Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, you can get that.
All right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons and of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, right. So because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, The Lord works, like I said, the Lord works on his own time, man. The Most High works on his own clock. Okay? So, because these things aren't executed speedily, you think you got just time to waste. Well, that is in relation to the wicked. That's really talking about Esau. But it applies the other way as well. Because sentence is not executed speedily. Well, because Esau's sentence is not being executed speedily. You know?
Fuck it, I ain't gonna do the work.
Exactly. That's a lot of these people mindset. And you got a lot of people that's on the comment boards that you lack motivation, man. You know? You people that's on these comment boards and not doing the work and not coming down to these camps. You lack motivation.
You know what? That the motivation that's gonna get them is gonna be the UN troops kicking in your doors. You know, famine of food. You know.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna have no choice.
No, but you see, it's gonna be too late.
Yeah.
When all that shit kicks in, it's gonna be too late unless you are a member of the elect.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be too late. See, what we're doing, you know, through the Spirit, starting with the apostles and the elders, is we're giving you motivation to get your ass up and work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but if the Spirit, you know, it's all ultimately through the Spirit. But if you're not taking this and being motivated by it, which I looked up the word motivate, it means to be driven.
Driven,
the Spirit is not driving you to do this work and to come out or to produce or to like the apostles always say, be on fire. By the time you get that realization of what it's supposed to be, man, it's gonna be too late.
Yeah,
because we approaching the famine of hearing of the word, man.
Yep. And if I could say, like you said, driven, you know, and Apostle also says this too. He says, you know, your pedal should be to the metal, man.
Yep.
Your pedal needs to be to the floor, man. You got to be on fire about this thing, man. You got to be going fucking full speed.
Yeah.
You know,
yep.
Because if you just going slow, man, then you gonna get passed.
Just trying to make.
There's such a thing as going too slow on the highway, and you'll get a ticket for that, or either get a ticket or crash.
They call it impeding traffic.
Yeah, impeding, because you're in the way, man.
Slowing it down, man. You in the way from men that's trying to get past you, man.
Yeah, you that old ass grandma on the road, driving with two hands,
sitting all the way up to the wheel like this.
Yeah, you know. Meanwhile, it's men just, you know, going straight past, man. Yeah. You know, and you know, like I said, what we're the ones through the Spirit, we're the ones that's motivating you, you know. So we're telling you, man, get this shit on the road, man. Get going, go full speed, man, and you will not lose, man. Go full speed, yeah. And of course, pace yourself, you know,
right, yeah,
because that's important as well. Don't just be over righteous and go and burn yourself out. You want to make sure you got enough. You want to make sure you got enough fuel. You want to make sure you got, you know, you counting the costs as well, because it ain't just about, you know, going full speed and burning yourself out. You want to go the speed that's sufficient for you. I got something real quick, and then
I got one more.
Okay, we'll close on that on the one you had. This is Matthew 24, and I'll start at 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give him meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom, press the X in the corner. Right there. I read it again. Verse 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give him meat in due season? Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. So when the Lord comes back, the blessed is the man that's doing, man. That's motivated, that's constantly doing things, you know, not just sitting here, you know, in America, just through, man. just waiting on the Lord. Well, the Lord's gonna come back. I know I'm an Israelite. I'm gonna just be a 1/3.
Ride the wave.
I'm gonna just ride the wave. I'm gonna just be a 1/3, waiting, wait on the Lord. All these things coming to pass. No, man, make yourself busy, make yourself useful. Just like that saying, make yourself useful, man.
Yeah.
It's so much work to do, man. This thing is not done yet. This thing is not built yet. There's still so much more work to do.
Even the parable even the parable of the talents, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the master gave the servants the talents, he gave the servants motivation. The one that sat on it and put it and digged a hole in the earth kept back that motivation, while the others, they prospered.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it like that, which I was just looking at the scripture. But he called him a wicked and evil and slothful servant.
Yep. Sharp rebuke.
Yeah. YAHAWASHI ain't looking for none of that, man.
And scriptures also say, because you are lukewarm, he will spew thee out.
Yep.
See that?
You're going to be rejected in that day because you lack the motivation that the Lord gave you. The Lord gave you the motivation through the Spirit, man.
Mm-hmm. You neglected it.
And you neglected the gift.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got more?
Nah, that was it. You can get what you got.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5, verse 7. Since we went into that word tarrying, it says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day." Like the brother said, man, you got a lot of people out there that, Lord ain't here yet, so I'm just gonna be a 1/3. All right, you keep doing that, okay? It says,
see how it works out.
Yeah, let's see how it works out, man. Because the only way you're gonna survive that is if you are a member of the elect. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this, a sign of a member is man that's doing the work. It says, "For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed." Hey, because you thought, the Lord ain't here yet, and I could wait, and I could.
Though it tarry.
Yeah, because it's not here yet. Because the Lord is, he's slack. He's slacking on his promise, so I'm just gonna wait, and because it's a delay. And that's when the Lord gets your ass, man. He don't necessarily got to get you with a missile. He can get you with a famine, a pestilence, race wars. He can get you with a chip.
There's so many things.
The Lord can get you with the fowls of the air, the beasts of the field, the creatures. The Lord can get you however He sees fit. Because you decided, you made the tarrying to the Lord. The Lord ain't tarrying. He gave us the signs and the things to look out for. We know when the Lord's coming back. We don't know exactly what day, but we know the times that we're in because we have the signs. But you are making the delay to come to the Lord. You're putting off from day to day.
That's right, bro.
It says, "And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance." And that's going to be judgment from the Lord, man.
Matter of fact, Salaki, I did. It was more on that, so I'm gonna just go back and read from 46. "Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods." So that's the reward.
That's the reward, man. The salvation, the kingdom, the position of rulership in the kingdom. That's a reward amongst the reward.
It's more. "But, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, My Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and drink with drunken." So you got tired. You got tired of waiting. He said, the Lord delaying right now.
Yeah, but he ain't looking, he ain't coming.
Yeah.
Let me go chill. Let me go get caught up in this world real quick.
"The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of." That's literally what the brother was just saying. Yep. And we actually know a brother that he owns he's basically independent contractor, right? And this nigga that works for him, the Spirit had it where this brother had to basically be out of town, for a little bit, and he was doing some work out of town. So the dudes that was working for him, he wasn't around as much. So they were to watch. So just like Jake be lazy as hell, slacking.
He popped up on their ass.
And he popped up on their ass, and that dude got fired, man. That's that evil servant, man. The Lord delayed these coming. Like, nah, he ain't coming today. I got time. I got time to fuck around. Nah, man, that ain't the way this work. And so I'll read verse 50 again, and we'll 50 and 51, and we'll close on that. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So you're going to have a heavy judgment, man. It would be better that you would just a regular nigga in Babylon than to know this thing and put it off, man. Scriptures say put not off day to day. You want to be active. You want to be motivated, man. Be driven in the Spirit. Otherwise, the Lord's just going to get rid of you. Because we're all expendable. The Lord don't need us. We need the Lord. Okay? All right, so with that, we want to give our praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.